Hi, this is my concept map of observational learning. For me, the phrase that kind of gets me to understand observational learning is monkey see, monkey do. And I quoted that by using KSPS PBS, which explains the origin of that. And then the way I defined it is when children learn by watching others, i.e. by watching teachers or their peers or somebody else doing something and then wanting to do the same. So types of models of these are live models, a real person demonstrating a behavior. And for this, I drew a little stick figure as a person, like a real person. And then we have verbal. It can be when someone explains or describes a behavior. And I drew a little text bubble for speaking. And then we have symbolic, which is learning a behavior from a book or a movie or other types of media. And I drew a little book. An example of a live demonstrating a behavior is when a teacher demonstrates to her students how to clean up their toys or how to clean up their supplies and move on to the next activity. And then for verbal, someone describing that could be a coach teaching you how to hit a ball or how to swing the bat right or doing something like that. For symbolic, you could do superheroes. And superheroes explaining good morals to kids and they wanting to look up to those kids. At the top up here, I did copy this from Observational Learning and Psychology. The map, it made in my brain, it kind of explained what the kind of steps to observational learning is. So at first you have the attention. Seeing a kid do something else gains the attention of the student. This is the stimuli focus. And then it next goes into the retention. After the student sees it and catches the attention of that kid doing it, they retain it. They rehearse it, or it's called an encore, when a band plays another song after they're supposed to be done. It's called the encore. And then you have your motor reproduction. It's practicing that thing again, whether it's raising their hand. If they see another student raising their hand and getting good attention from a teacher, they're going to keep that in their brain. It's going to be remembering in their back of their brain, and then the next day they come to class, their motor reproduction makes them want to raise their hand because they want that good attention from the teacher. And then the last thing is motivation. It's the reward or reinforcement of that. It could be that good behavior from the teacher being good job, Billy, or it could just be a sticker, or it could be free time, or it could be a bunch of things depending on the classroom that kid is currently in. Next, we have factors influencing the imitation. So we have similarity. This includes their peers, their classmates, or their kids that are their similar ages, or those alike them somehow, or their family. I drew a mirror because that's kind of how we see our similarities, kind of how we see ourselves. So I drew that to symbolize the similarities in us. And then we have status. This includes teachers, coaches, principals, parents, doctors even, or even certain authoritative figures, like a policeman even. And for this, I drew a person on a little pedestal because I think of status as a badge that's underneath us, kind of, trophies. You have your little thing and that's your award. And then we have reinforcement. This could be stickers, less homework problems, toys, free time, anything, honestly. This could also just be positive reinforcement, being good job. This is to a student is given to someone else, and because they see someone else get that, they want it too. For similarity, a lot of times kids like to copy their older siblings. If they hear the older siblings say thank you, they want to copy that, so they do that too. Or it could just be they see their friends doing something else and they want to do it as well. For status, if they see their teacher do something, they're oh, she's important, I should do the same thing. Or if they see their coaches do something, they want to be like their coaches, their teachers, their parents, and things like that. So for me, this kind of explains observational learning and makes it simpler for me to understand. And this is my concept map. Thank you very much.